Okay, so I've been getting a lot of questions about when you come to Peace Corps, how do you live? Do you live in a house? Do you live in a hut? Do you live by yourself? Do you live with a host family? What's your living situation like? And the answer to that question is that it can vary wildly. Of course, from country to country, but even within the country, it changes a lot. So I live with a host family here, and all Cambodian volunteers do, but in some countries you don't. I think the norm in Peace Corps is that you have your own residence after training. But in Cambodia, you live with a host family, which is really great and affords you a lot of cultural experiences that would be hard to come by if you didn't. As far as like what your house is like, even within Cambodia, I know volunteers who live in very, very, very basic dwellings where everything is wood and they have a squatty potty and they shower with rainwater and a bowie, and I know volunteers who their whole house is tiled and they have a flushing toilet and they have a shower, so it just changes quite a bit. So I'm going to show you my house, but keep in mind, this is just where I live, and everybody has different types of dwellings. So here is my room. It's very messy, sorry about that, but it's also very small. So keep in mind, a little mess goes a long way when your room is as small as this is. Important things in my room: the mosquito net. All Peace Corps volunteers in Cambodia are required to use their net. Even if your house is fully tiled and there are no bugs in your room, you're required to use your net at night. I kind of like it. It's sort of cozy. Here's my water filter. We're required to use our water filter. Honestly, nobody would have to twist my arm to use the water filter. It's the #1 way to not get parasites, which is something I'm really in favor of. My packet project, I had my students draw maps of the school, mark the places they like and the places they don't, and then we had a discussion about why they like the places they do and why they don't like the places they don't, and it's something that I hope to build from in the future and use it in future projects that I hope will make the school areas more accessible to the students. My Sunday morning hangout area, my chair and my covered porch that overlooks the world outside, computer, cereal, coffee. So when you first get to Peace Corps, you only have the things that you brought with you and the things that are immediately accessible in your village, and it kind of feels like that's what it's going to be like for 2 years. But the reality of the situation is, if you really want something, somebody's going to send it to you, or you can always go to the village and pick it up, or go to the city and pick it up there. So for the first 3 months or so, I had nothing, and I felt like everybody had to send me everything that I wanted, but the reality is, if you want it, if you really want it, you can buy it. Nothing here was purchased in the village. Computer I brought with me, granola is from Phnom Penh, and the coffee and the French press were sent to me by my grandparents. So if things are important to you, you'll really keep like them. All my clothes hanging up to dry. I did laundry yesterday. Doing laundry by hand, this load took about 2 hours to do. I hated doing laundry when I first got here, but it's kind of a relaxing self-care. Alright, downstairs. This is the downstairs area. It's very nice. So my house is fully tiled, or the downstairs area at least is fully tiled, which is really nice. And it's completely open, which is also pretty nice. It lets breezes come through, it keeps it all really well ventilated, and really easy to clean, I think, as well, which is nice for my host mom. Over here are my Khmer lessons. I'm trying to learn to read and write with limited success. I do my best. This is my host brother, Yip, and new baby sister, Alisa. Alisa! Oh, she's so cute. She's 2 months old. Host houses do not have like couches. They have like these platforms, which you can see are just like stained wood. They're pretty comfortable. You think it's not going to be nice because it's not soft, but it's actually like, I think it's really good for your back. And we also have these really impressive like benches. I think this is super nice. I think this is an indicator of our upper classness. We have a nice table. About half of houses I've been to don't have a table to eat at. They eat on a rice mat on the floor. We have a table. The family that I trained with in PST had a table too, but it was like a little fold out, like kind of camping table. So I think it just changes. This is my host mom. That's Mac. Almost all houses have some sort of prayer station like this. Bathroom. So we have an upright Western looking toilet, but it does not flush. So what you do is this is rainwater in here. You just take the water and you put it in the toilet and it flushes itself, it like vacuums itself out. It all works. And that's the water that we shower with as well. It's my other host brother. Alright. This is, I guess you would say, the kitchen, but we don't cook in here. This is just where plates and stuff are stored. We have a washing machine. I've never seen it be used. I do my laundry by hand. Achan? My host sister does not want to be featured, so I will not feature her. This is where all the cooking happens. Comfort. I told her not to worry. I will not feature her. She's doing her laundry right now, and I feel, or maybe she does not feel very presentable. So that's my house. We have a car, which is really nice. Most families do not have a car. We're lucky enough to have a Toyota. I don't ever ride in it, but you know, somebody does. That's the health center right across the street from my house. It's a really nice setup, having that right there. And over here, my family has a little shop, which is convenient for me as well. The taller bike is mine. Peace Corps issues you a bike when you come. They're actually super nice bicycles. And even if you're not a cyclist, as I am not, the bike quickly becomes your favorite possession because it's your only means of independence, and it's the only way you can get places since you can't ride motos and you can't drive a car. You can ride in a car, but people aren't going to drive you around, so it doesn't matter. So that is my home. It's pretty nice. I have no complaints. I especially like all these plants that we have out front. Yeah. Alright, and now you know. That is how I am living here in the Peace Corps. But like I said earlier, keep in mind everybody's experience is totally different. Some people have houses that are nicer than mine. Some people have houses that are not as nice as mine. I feel really fortunate to have been placed in the situation that I was. Everything is really convenient and my house is beautiful. But it all changes. So, alright, have a good one. I'll talk to you later.